Treasury Department is getting ready to finally announce its overhaul of some of our currency. The agency began hinting last summer it would add a female face to the $10 bill. Now sources tell CBS News this morning that it might end up on the $20 bill instead. The official word may come this week. Julianna Goldman is at the Treasury building in Washington with what could happen. Julianna, good morning.
Good morning. Well, Treasury originally planned to announce which women would be on the $10 bill by the end of last year, but it turned out to be more controversial than they expected. Millions of people weighed in, and now that redesign is getting a redesign of its own.
It's time for women to be back on our paper currency.
Last June, when Treasury Secretary Jack Lew announced a woman would be joining Alexander Hamilton on the newly redesigned $10 bill, he couldn't have predicted a Broadway musical would complicate his plans. The smashing success of Hamilton brought newfound fans of the founding father rallying around the first Treasury Secretary turned pop icon. And now, people familiar with the process tell CBS News that Lew is expected to announce Hamilton will remain on the front of the $10 note, and a scene of women throughout history will be added to the back.
Alexander Hamilton is one of my heroes. He's not leaving our money.
But that's not all. He's expected to announce a woman who will eventually be on the front of the $20 bill, replacing Andrew Jackson, what some might consider far more prestigious placement that he hinted at last month in an interview with Charlie Rose.
We're going to put a woman on the face of our currency, and this is not just about the $10 bill. This is about a whole series of bills.
It wasn't just the musical that derailed the original plan. There was also an outpouring of negative reaction on social media and input from groups like Women on 20s, which wrote an open letter to Lew last week saying, "Relegating women to the back of the bill is akin to sending them to the back of the bus. The Rosa Parks analogies are inevitable." The civil rights activist is one of many candidates for the face of the new currency. Other possibilities include the African-American abolitionist Harriet Tubman and former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt. While any decision is now bound to be controversial, one person who says they'll be pleased, Hamilton creator Lin-Manuel Miranda, who visited Lew last month and tweeted that he was told, quote, "You're going to be very happy." While the announcement is expected this week, Treasury officials would not comment for this story. Now, Nora, because of the intricacies in the currency redesign process, the new $10 bill won't go into circulation until 2020, so the new 20 wouldn't be until sometime after that.
Wow, Juliana, thank you. That's kind of a long time away.
Time to wait, Juliana. But I'm glad they're now thinking about the $20 bill instead.
I agree.
Because wasn't that the original plan? It was supposed to be the 20, then all of a sudden we were talking about the 10.
I agree, yeah. All right.
More 20s in circulation, I think.